All right, so today we're continuing our dividing fractions and whole numbers. So on your first problem, one of Benjamin's three dogs grab a bag with 1/2 baby carrots from the table. All three of the dogs consumed an equal amount of the carrots. What amount of carrots did each dog eat? So if you're doing your window pane and you start with your main idea, someone raise your hand and tell me your main idea. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so carrots each dog. And she said carrots each dog eats. You can do carrots each dog. That's our main idea. That's what we're looking for. Okay? Now, your details is going to be a little bit different. It's going to look different. What are we looking at? Are we looking at dogs or carrots? Carrots. Carrots are what we're looking at because carrots are what we're going to do what? Divide. We're going to divide that. We're going to share it. We're going to divide the carrots. All right, so what do we have in carrots? 1/2 cup baby carrots. So I circled what we have, and then I'm going to create a fraction, a picture that looks like 1/2 baby carrots. Okay? Now you won't have a colored pencil, I do, but I want you to go ahead and shade 1/2. Go ahead and shade 1/2. I'm shading my 1/2 of the baby carrots. Orange is a fitting color since carrots are orange. Okay? Those are the baby carrots that I have. Let's give ourselves some light and see how that works. A little bit better. Okay. So the orange part is the 1/2 cup of baby carrots. Do we agree? Yes. Okay. So this is our 1/2 cup. 1/2 cup carrots. Now, what are we going to do with those carrots? Someone raise your hand and tell me what we're doing with those carrots. Yes, ma'am? Divide them into 3 groups. Okay? Now, watch this. This is the part that is a little bit confusing sometimes because we're dividing something that we don't have also along with what we have. What does that mean, Miss McQueen? I'm so glad you asked. This is going to be divided in how many dogs? 3 dogs. I'm going to circle my dogs. And I'm going to say there's 1 dog's portion, and then here's 1 dog's portion. Why do you think I had to go across my entire picture? Why do you think I had to go across my entire picture? Yes, sir. What do you know about fractions?
They have a whole number.
They have what? What do you know about fractions? They are what? Yes, sir. What are fractions?
They're parts of a whole.
They're parts of a whole, and they are also what? When you divvy out fractions, each of the pieces is what? Equal. Each of the pieces is what?
Equal.
Equal. So even though we only have this orange piece, we have to divide the whole thing, and let me show you what it would look like otherwise. You don't have to do this, or you can to show you what not to do. So this is 1/2, and then this is my carrots. You can do this if you like because I want you to see what not to do. And I'm just going to divide just the carrot picture. Now, are these pieces equal to this piece? Are these pieces equal to this piece?
No.
No, because look at this piece. Is that equal to there?
No.
This piece, is that equal?
No.
And then this piece, is that equal?
No.
No. So in order to have a fraction, all the pieces have to be equal. So we want to make sure that we separate the whole thing. Okay? All right. So this is not a good picture. I'm going to say wrong pick because you need equal pieces. I need equal pieces. Okay? So that's why it's wrong. That's why this picture is wrong. Because I need equal pieces. But this picture is right because all of the pieces are about the same size. Now, on here, what's my denominator now? 6. My denominator is 6 now. Okay? My denominator is 6. Well, how big is each piece? This is 1, 1, 6. So label that 1, 6. And then the next one is what? Well, it's 2, 6, but it's still 1, 6. Each one of these pieces is 1, 6, equal to 1, 6. Each one of those pieces is equal to 1, 6. I'm going to write it with a darker pencil so I can see here. So this is 1, 6, this is 1, 6, and then this is 1, 6. Okay? So each of the dogs is getting what? 1, 6. That's what our picture tells us, that each of the dogs is getting 1, 6. Okay? So our picture actually has helped us solve our problem. Our picture has helped us solve our problem. Now let's do the equation. Let's do that number sentence. Let's see what that looks like. What do we divide? Look at your picture. What do we divide? I got more than 2 people in here. What do we divide? Pink, right here. What do we divide? Do we divide dogs or carrots? Carrots. We divided carrots. So let's start with what we are going to divide. We divided 1/2 cup of carrots. If I were a 5th grader, I would label it so this is like 1/2 cups, okay? 1/2 cups of carrots. And then we know we divided it because we divided our picture. How many did we divide our picture into? 3. Who said 3? Awesome. That's great because we did. We had how many dogs? 3 dogs. We had a cup of carrots and we divvied it out with 3 dogs. We had 1/2 cup of carrots and there were 3 dogs and we divvied it out. Okay? So I'm going to label this dogs. Now when we're dividing fractions and decimals, what's our rule? What's our acronym? KFC. KFC. So I'm going to put KFC over here. And so the first term we're going to keep. So keep the first, flip the second. So instead of 3, we're going to have 1/3. And then change the sign. So we keep the first, flip the second, change the sign. This 1/3 is the reciprocal. So I want you to call that reciprocal. So what you do is you keep the first term, you do the reciprocal of that second term, and then you change the sign from division to multiplication. Okay? And then you simply multiply. 1 times 1 is what? 1. And then 2 times 3 is 6. Each dog received 1/6. Each dog received 1/6. Look at number 5. Look at number 5. Number 5 says, at the picnic, a bowl contains 14 cups of potato salad. A serving size of potato salad is 1/3 cup. How many servings of potato salad are in the bowl? So, showing my window pane, I'm going to make sure that I find my main idea. Someone raise your hand and tell me your main idea. G. Yes. So it's how many servings of potato salad? So I'm going to go servings of potato salad. Doing that main idea really just helps you know what you're looking for. Okay? Alright, now my picture. What am I going to divvy? Someone raise your hand and tell me what I'm going to divvy. Right here. What am I dividing out? You have to speak loudly because we're recording and I can't hear you. Yes, the cups, the 15 cups, exactly. We're dividing the 15 cups of potato salad. So if I were a fifth grader, I would draw my 15 cups of potato salad. I would start with 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups, 4 cups, 5 cups, all the way to 15 cups. So go ahead and make your picture. Go ahead and create your picture. And again, this is going to help us see the answer. You need to always ask yourself what you are dividing, okay? What you are sharing, what you are dividing, what you are divvying up, what you are giving equal shares to, what you are splitting. Because that's what you're going to draw your picture of. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 cups of potato salad. Now, there's a reason why I did 15 cups, or 15 separate pictures. Because I want to do what with those cups, with those each of the cups of potato salad? Jace?
You wanted to put them into a fraction.
Yeah, I want to make them into a fraction. I have to split them. What am I splitting them into? Right here. Yep, what am I splitting them into? What other numbers do you have? 1/3. Exactly. So 1/3, I'm going to split them into 1/3 portions, or 1/3 servings. So basically, if I had a big old bowl of potato salad, I'd have a scoop that was 1/3. And then I'd use that scoop to scoop out my servings. Okay? And each cup is going to give me 3 servings. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. So each cup will give me 3 servings. Now when your numbers get bigger, I'll probably not ask you to do so many boxes, but because we're learning, I need you to see the picture. Okay? And I said each one of these boxes is worth what?
1/3.
1/3. So how could you find your answer? What could you do to find your answer? Gabby? No, not multiply. Yep, divide 15. So 15 cups is what we started with. And we have 15 cups of potato salad. The reason why we're labeling is so that we know what we're dividing, okay? We have 15 cups of salad or potato salad. Let's write that. 15 cups of potato salad. And then Alyssa told me that I'm dividing it by what? 1/3. I'm dividing it into 1/3 shares, or equal sizes of 1/3. 1/3 size servings. Okay? And I could just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way to the end. Okay? You could count them. And also I could use my strategy, which is what? KFC. So keep the first,
Flip the second.
flip the second, change the sign. Then you're going to put the 1 underneath the whole number, because this just means 15 ones. It means that if you had a fraction, you'd have 15 individual boxes, and they would be divided in by 1, basically. They would only have 1 in each picture. Alright, so 15 times 3,
45.
45. And then 1 times 1 is 1, and that just means 45 wholes. Okay? So, or 45 servings. For us, this means 45 servings. So they could serve 45 people, 45 servings. Each of the servings would be 1/3 cup. Okay? Now let's look at number 6. Number 6, one of Benjamin's, it's supposed to be one of Benjamin's friends brought a 1/5 pound bag of candies. He shares the candies evenly among 4 children. How many pounds of candies did each child get? Window pane. Main idea.
Pounds, candies, each get.
Yep. Pounds. I'm going to put LBs. Pounds of candy each, or each child. I'm fine with that. That's what we're looking for. Our picture. What should we start with? What did we start with?
We started
Anthony.
4 wall.
Now, are we sharing children or are we sharing candy?
Candy.
We're sharing candy, so our picture has to start with candy. Okay? All right, so draw a picture of the candy. What is our candy? How much candy do we have?
1/5.
1/5. Circle it. 1/5. So then your picture should be what?
1/5.
1/5. So create a picture that looks like 1/5. Create your picture. I so appreciate those friends with their head up and that are focusing on their paper and on the board. It shows me that you're trying to figure out what to do next. Now I'm going to draw my picture. One, two, three, four, 5 pieces. Now what we have, I'm going to shade this. We have this portion that's shaded. We have that shaded portion. Okay? Now he shares the candy evenly among 4 children. So what do we have to do with our picture now? Right here? Divide it in 4. Excellent. So let's divide it in 4. Remember, this is a fraction. All the pieces have to remain the same size. They've got to be equal. So am I going to stop here or am I going to go all the way across?
Cross.
All the way across. And I'm going to divide it into 4. So I have 1 here, 2 here, and I have 4 pieces. Okay? Or 4, it's divided into 4. Now I can count how many pieces I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then times 4. So what's my new denominator?
4.
No, count how many pieces are in there.
18. I mean 20.
20. There's 20 pieces. I'm going to put 20 pieces here. That's the total number of pieces. Now, if he's dividing them evenly against 4 kids, well, I can say that this is child 1, this is child 2, child 3, and child 4. So each one of them is getting 1 piece, right? So 1/20th piece, okay? So 1/20th is what they're receiving. What is my equation going to look like? Thomas, what is my equation going to look like? What did I start with? What am I divvying out?
Wait, what?
What am I divvying out? What am I giving out?
Oh wait, no. I don't know. Oh wait.
Someone, he needs to phone a friend. What am I divvying out?
4.
I'm dividing the children? Poor children. Yes, ma'am. I'm dividing the 1/5 bag of candy. I've got some candy I need to pass out. So 1/5 bag of candy. You're dividing the bag of candy. The bag of candy is what you made a picture of. And if that's what you made a picture of, that's what starts first. That's what is first in your equation. whatever you get to divvy out or divide out, to give out, to share out, that has to be first because that's what you're dividing. That's what you're sharing. How many people did he share it with?
4.
4. I'm going to circle that 4. I should have done that earlier. Divided by 4. And this is the children. Because we're looking for candy each child. We have our regular strategy, KFC. And then we're going to
Call the front desk, please.
do our strategy, and it says KFC. So keep the first, flip the second, change the sign, and multiply. Okay? Remember, this second number, this is a reciprocal of that 4. Okay? So if 1/4 is a reciprocal of 4, then 4 is a reciprocal of what? Just the opposite of 1/4. If 1/4 is a reciprocal of 4, then 4 is the reciprocal of 1/4. It just means flipping it. Okay? You're going to do the next ones by yourself.